everybody! I thought today we would figure out how to make ourselves a little bunting or a garland, depending on where it is you want to hang it in your house. These are granny stars. They're really easy to make. You can use them individually as pretty little Christmas tree ornaments or present toppers. And if you string them all together, as many as you like, you can have yourself a really cute garland in no time flat. And this is a great project to use up all of those extra scraps. You can, just sort of like a granny square, you can keep changing each row, or you can make them all solid colors, and you can even border them if you want to. So let's get started by swishing our way over to the craft table. To make a granny star, you need your favorite kind of yarn, and this is a great project to use up scraps with. If you're just going to make them to hang on the tree, then you really don't need much yarn at all, just enough. And you can use any style you want to, although I will say that a typical worsted weight yarn works best for this project. I'm going to use a 4.25 millimeter hook, and also you can use whatever hook you feel is best for you, and whatever works best for your yarn. Got my typical little yarn needle and my scissors. So we start with a slip knot, and you can make this however you are used to making it, and we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to join the last with the first. Get in there. There we go. With a slip stitch. And that's the circle that we're going to work into. It should be big enough to sort of put around your index finger. Now, like the other granny squares and the granny circles, we're going to chain 3, because we're going to be working with double crochet shells here. We're going to double crochet into that hole, so into the center of the circle that we just made. And your chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. We're going to do it once more. And that is going to be our first shell. Now, we're going to chain 2 to kind of make a little corner. And we're going to put in 4 more of these shells. So each shell is 3 double crochets long. So there's 1, 2, 3. So that's another shell. Chain 2. We're going to do another shell. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Another shell. Just 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and if your work is starting to encroach on itself, you can just pull it back around the whole circle here, just to give yourself enough space to put in your last shell, which is 3 more double crochets. There we go. And remember to chain 2 more, and you're going to attach it to the top of the first chain 3 you made with a slip stitch. There you go. So now you have 5 shells around your centerpiece. You're going to slip stitch across the next 2 stitches until you get to the next hole, because like the granny square and the granny circle, you're going to work all of your stitches into holes. And now row 2 is very similar to row 1. We're going to chain 3. We're going to double crochet twice into this hole. or space, maybe that's a nicer word, chain 2, and put 3 more double crochets into the same space. Now, we're making a side, so you're going to chain 1 this time, and then you're going to work 2 more shells, so shell, chain, chain, shell, into this next space. 1, 2, 3, that's a shell, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochets, or a shell, into that same space. In between spaces, we're going to chain 1, and then into the next space, you're going to do the same thing. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We're in another side again, so we're going to chain 1. You're going to double crochet 3 times into this space, chain 2, and double crochet 3 more times into this space, or shell, chain, chain, shell. Chain 1 for a side, and into the last space, shell, chain, chain, shell. That's 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And remember, when you're finishing your row, you're going to chain 1, because you want to put a chain 1 in between each set of shells, and then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 that you made, the first chain 3 that you made to start row 2. There we go. So far we have a what they call I guess that's a hexagram. Is that 5-starred? I can't remember, but it's a 5-sided shape that we've got so far. So we're going to slip stitch across the next 2 stitches and into that next space. And this is the 3rd and final row, and things change up a little bit. So we're going to chain 3 to start. We're going to double crochet twice more into the same space. We're going to chain 2. We're going to double crochet 3 times into the same space. And here's where things change up. We're going to chain 1. Into this side space, we're going to single crochet. We're going to chain 1, and then into this corner peak, we're going to double crochet 3 times, chain 2, and double crochet 3 more times. So essentially what you're doing is you're putting a shell, chain, chain, shell in each of the 5 corners, and on each of the 5 sides you're going chain 1, identify the center space, single crochet into that center space, chain 1, and then repeat the process into the next corner space. When you're finishing the end of your 3rd row, remember to chain, single crochet in the center space, chain 1 more, and join with a slip stitch at the top of that chain 3. And there you go. A very simple granny star. Okay, after you've made the desired number of granny stars, and I'm just going with a really rustic, cozy kind of color scheme here, because I like sort of that traditional rustic looking Christmas. Anyway, you can use whatever colors you want. You can use red and green or white or anything you like, as you know. You're going to, in order to string them together, this is the really, really simple part. You're just going to make a slip knot with whatever color yarn you want, and chain about 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's your beginning. So chain about 15. Grab your first star, and in the top point space, you're going to slip stitch through it, and then you're going to chain another 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, you can lay it down and decide if that's far enough away, because your hook and yarn might be a little different than mine, and I think I'm going to add a few more. So I'll do another 10. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. The reason I suggested starting with 15 and trying 15 is because you want to make sure that you don't bother making too many, because it just saves you time and effort having to take it all out later. So I'd say that 25 is a good spacer number between my two stars. So same thing, I'm going to insert my hook on the top of this star and slip stitch through it, and that, oops, there we go, that attaches it to the chain. So we'll just chain another 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25. So my first one was a green one, my next one was a rustic colored one. I'm going to do another green one. Pick a top point, put your hook through it, slip stitch directly through it, and there they go. And you're just going to keep doing that and adding as many stars as you like until you have a bunting full of granny stars as long as you like. So there you go. One really cute, quick way to dress up your rooms for the holidays, or to dress up a Christmas tree, especially if you haven't got a whole lot of Christmas ornaments yet. This is also like a nice thing to do with your kids. You can have them try and make them, or you can make a whole bunch yourself and have them string them together. You don't necessarily have to crochet them all together. But this is such a nice little way to start off the Christmas season. It's a simple little thing that you can put together for Christmas gifts, or just about anything else you want to use up your scraps for. So we will see you again very, very soon. Thanks so much for dropping by. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends, and we will see you again really, really soon for some more fun on the Jayda InStitches show. Bye, everybody.